Hello friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So sorting is just not about arranging numbers, it's about optimizing performance, reducing complexity and writing smarter code. In this Java advanced sorting module, we go beyond the basics like bubble and selection sort. You will dive deep into efficient algorithms like merge sort, quick sort and even explore real-world applications of heap sort and counting sort. These aren't just theoretical, they are the backbone of search engines, e-commerce filters and even social media feeds. By the end of this session, you won't just know what is sorting, you will be mastering how to choose the right algorithm for the right scenario in Java. So tighten your seatbelt because your coding skills are about to level up like never before. So in this video, we will be learning that what is advanced sorting in Java, how we use advanced sorting and what's the purpose to use it. So if you enjoyed this amazing video and if you understand this tutorial, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's dive into it. Alright, so now we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today in this video we will be learning that what is advanced sorting in Java and how we can just use different type of this advanced sorting using Java. So if we talk about advanced sorting, like before understanding that what is advanced sorting, we need to understand that how we use it and what's the purpose to use, and that's the reason we need to just read this whole paragraph about advanced sorting, which is saying me in the list sorting chapter you have learned how to sort lists alphabetically and numerically, but what if the list has objects in it? To sort objects you need to specify a rule that decides how objects should be sorted. For example, if you have a list of cars, you might want to sort them by the air. The rule could be that cars with an earlier air go first. So the comparator and comparable interfaces allow you to specify what rule is used to sort objects. Being able to specify a sorting rule also allows you to change how strings and numbers are sorted. So it is just explaining me in the previous video when we were just learning about list sorting. So in that chapter we have understand that how we can sort list alphabetically and numerically, and I hope you understand that. But if we have to sort a list with objects in it, so how we do that? For that we use advanced sorting here. Practically we will be understanding that how we can set objects in the list using advanced sorting, but you need to just understand to sort objects we need to specify a rule that decides how objects should be sorted. And here is the example that if we have a list of cars and you want to add some objects in that which should be having sort by air, so the rule could be that the cars with an earlier age will go first. That would be the rule, and you will be adding this rule or you will be applying this rule using this advanced sorting in Java. How to use advanced sorting? We need to use comparators and we need to use compare method for that. Comparators and comparable, these are the two interfaces which we normally use when we need to specify or we need to sort objects using advanced sorting. First of all, we need to understand what is comparators and how we use comparators when we are working with advanced sorting in Java. So an object that implements the comparator interface is called a comparator. So the comparator interface allows you to create a class with a compare method that compares two objects to decide which one should go first in a list. The compare method should return a number which is negative if the first object should go first in a list, positive if the second object should go first in a list, 0 if the orders does not matter. So it is just explaining me how comparator works and how you can use this comparator interface. It allows you to create a class, and for using comparator you need to use compare method. Now this is the example how we can just use this compare method if we want to use comparator using this Java advanced sorting here. So before understanding this example, we need to open our NetBeans IDE here, because as you know in the previous video when we were just working with Java, we were using NetBeans IDE as our default text editor. And if you are working with Java and if you are a beginner, so I will prefer you to use this NetBeans IDE because it has all the features and all the, you can say, advanced level things which a beginner and advanced level programmer needed if they are starting with programming language like Java. We have covered up many of the beginning things which we need to understand, and now we are on the advanced level, you can say, tutorials which we are covering up yet. So that's the reason I will prefer you to use NetBeans IDE, so you can also understand some advanced things which we are covering up. And moving forward, we are just, you can say, in the end of this Java tutorial series, and in the coming up videos you will be seeing some advanced things which we will be creating using Java, because now we are an advanced level Java programmer. We have covered up many of the videos using Java. That's the reason we will be moving on to some advanced level things, or advanced level, you can say, projects which you haven't seen in Java yet in our series here. So now this is our Java file here. You can just create this Java file by pressing right click and new, and I have already told you these things, so I will be not explaining you again. And after creating one Java file, you can give any name to your file. Like here I have given main.java. I will be removing all the things from this main.java file, and as you know, in the previous videos as well, I was just using same file and I was removing things, and again I will be removing all the codes which we have added here in this main.java file. And moving on to my Word document here, this was the first example in which we are using comparators. So I will be copying this first example now, and then I will be pasting it in NetBeans. After pasting this first example, you can just see it is giving me an error. And why it is showing me this error? Because we have not defined any method, or we have not called any method class. And if we will be running this thing, so obviously we will be getting an error. Not an error, you can just say method is not defined, you will be just getting an information. So I will be running, you can just see it is showing me an information that class main does not have a main method. And when you are running these all things, you need to define a main method as well, or a main class. Moving on to my Word document here, I will be just using the comparator, and we will be passing it an argument using sorting method here. So this is that how we can use a comparator to sort the cars. Here we are creating a list of cars here. So this is the example. I will be just copying this thing in which we are creating a list of cars, in which we are sorting these car names here, and then we are getting the output. Here I have defined main method, so that's the reason I don't need to just write this thing again. I will be just copying this whole thing from here, and then moving on to my NetBeans IDE, I will be replacing this thing from this code. So after replacing this, now you can just see the error which we were getting previously. We are not getting it now because we have defined a car class, or you can say a list of car, and we have also defined these packages which we are using in this whole thing of advanced sorting. And then after that, we have also defined a main method. So now this time we will be not getting anything, and it is also creating a comparator using this sort by air class which we are using here. And we are also implementing a comparator using this comparator class which we are importing at the top as well using this java.util package, because this comparator comes with only one package called java.util, which we have used in the previous videos as well when we were working with array list and compress list, as you know. Moving on to my main.java file, this time I will be running this file, and now you will be not getting any error. You will be getting all these things running in the output. Simply I will be running this file. You can also press Shift and F6, which is the shortcut key to run your Java file, and here you can just see in the output we are getting all the things as we want. Here the first output we are getting is Ford Mustang 1970, and then second we are getting BMW X5 1999, and third we are getting Honda Accord 2006. So we are getting all these three car names as we want, because I have mentioned these car names here. If I show you, so you can just see these are the car names which I have mentioned, and I have sorted these car names as I want using this comparator which we have created using compare method. Moving on to my Word document, there are some other example as well, like if you want to use lambda expression here by using this advanced sorting, how you can do that. To make the code shorter, the comparator can be replaced with a lambda expression which has the same arguments and return value as the compare method. If you want to return value as a compare method, so you can use lambda expression there, and this is the example that how you are using a lambda expression as a comparator. This is the example that how you can use you can say lambda expression here, but I will prefer you not to use it because it is not so much common using lambda expression with advanced sorting in Java. You can use special sorting rules here. Comparators can also be used to make special sorting rules for strings and numbers. In this example, we use a comparator to list all of the even numbers before the odd one. So here in this example, we are using a comparator to all of the list here, like we want even numbers and we want even numbers before the odd one. So here we are using a comparator for that. So this is this thing comes in a special sorting rule which we are applying in this example. So I will be simply copying this here, and after copying this thing, I will be simply just pasting it in my NetBeans ID to show you if we are doing it, so what output we are getting, because this time we are not using normal sorting method, we are using a special sorting method here. So simply I will be pasting it here, and after doing this thing, I will be simply saving this file, or if you have pasted this, so you don't have to save your file, you can directly run your file as well. After running this file, you will be getting an output, and this time you can just see we are getting integers number printed, because here I have not printed any list list of cars. Here I have printed list of integer numbers. That's the reason we are getting some integer numbers printed in the output, and these are even numbers and odd numbers as well. But first we are getting even numbers before odd numbers. So that's the case, and that's the way how you can use this special arguments and how you can use advanced sorting with lambda expression and different other things as well. I hope you understand how we can use advanced sorting in Java. There are some other example which I have not use here in this video, but you can use, and you can also understand what is comparator and comparable by using both things here, and you will be understanding that what is difference between both of them. But I will prefer you not to understand that thing because that is not really common to use, you can say, comparable in your projects. Normally everybody use comparator, so that's the reason here I have only show you the example of comparator, because comparator is most commonly used in Java when we are using advanced sorting in Java with comparator and comparable. So I hope you understand how we can use advanced sorting in Java, what's the way to use it, how we can use comparators and comparable, and why we use comparator, what is the comparator interface, how we can create a comparator using compare method. I hope you understand all that things here. So if you haven't understand anything in this video, you can just comment me and ask me what thing you haven't understand. I will be explaining you in the coming up video. So if you have enjoyed this amazing video in which I have told you what is advanced sorting in Java, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So just I will be meeting you next tutorial or in next project using Java. So for today, goodbye.